Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Alright, so unfortunately when it came time to acquire 5-star Deadpool for myself, I was kind of out of it and lazy and I didn't do that. However, one of my teammates, WhiteMummy, he's also the guy who does a lot of these wonderful graphics and a ton of animations for the channel, did get the Deadpool. And I asked him whether he would be so kind as to send over a path clear from this variant, just so we all can see how a 5-star maxed out Deadpool performs in his own variant. And he does quite well. He does quite well. So here we're going to go. And I asked him to do the path where you can get 3 of those pre-fight abilities, 3 of those persistent abilities. And we should have quite a bit of fun. So this first fight, we can see that Deadpool has a bit more zing to his basic and special attacks, especially 20k crits on level 1s, 8k medium crits there, 24k on his second special one, and the fight lasted 22 hits. The fight lasts 22 hits, which is not bad at all. And now we're going to go on to the second fight. I don't really remember what kind of ability he gains from each of these Deadpooloids. But, you know, at this point, he's already starting to inflict poisons and things on the opponent. So that definitely, inevitably, has to help the damage output even further. Some decent 9k plus crit there already from a level 1. And here I think he's going to eat a level 1. But that's part of the fun here, because we can see how tanky he is, how little damage he takes. Because variant champion attacks are quite massive. Like, when you make a mistake, you're pretty deadish. And we're definitely going to have a chance to also see the heal that the Deadpool has throughout this quest. And now after the third Deadpooloid with third persistent charge. So this is about going to be as stacked, as jacked as Deadpool can get in his own variant. Because this is the only quest, I believe, where you can get 3 of the persistent abilities before you kind of get to your path. And with that, we can see that first 13 hits and the opponent's already at like 13% health. 18 hits, and he does regen some as well. Not a big problem. Oh, I remember this Mystic one was such a pain in the bottom to fight with some champions. Right. So another one, we didn't see the total hit count, but it probably was around 20 or so. Next up, we're going to be moving on to Juggernaut. We can see that he has brought in a full team of champions, none of whom will really do anything. Now, up against Juggernaut, we have Oscillate, Return to Sender Shock, powerful from afar. We'll see how this ends up looking like. So, let's move on to the next fight, I suppose. Right. So, Oscillate obviously means that there's quite a lot of block damage initially if you are going to block, but you kind of do want to stick close to the opponent because of powerful from afar, which, you know, can make this fight spiral out of control. But he has gone in the absolute destruction mode here with Deadpool. We have stun effects, we have all the good effects, and we have Juggernaut being absolutely KO'd. Once again, didn't quite see the total hit count, but that didn't take any time at all. And next up is going to be Cable. Right, so with Cable still the same nodes, nothing really changes there. Man, I do regret not going to get the Deadpool. I definitely regret it. Definitely regret it. You know, grass always greener. Grass always greener. But that Cable is also melting pretty much at this point. I do think that he's going to make one very interesting choice here. So he gets a bit lucky here with Cable not throwing special 3. He goes for his level 2, but that degen is absolutely setting in there. So this might not have been the most elegant fight, but still. Let's move on. Now we have to go up against Sentry. I actually don't know if we do have the boss fight recorded as well or not. I think we do. So we're going to have an entire lane cleared in 6 minutes or so in total. It's not too bad. Right. So Deadpool, 19% health, but that's more than enough because it's Deadpool. He triggered his healing here, wonderful. Now he has fairly rapid increase in health bar without much problems. And come on. Everybody hates Oscillate. Such a pitiful node. So he has decided to go up to level 3 just so he can regen a bit more. Drop a heavy attack, why not? Heavy attack also power drains with one of the pre-fights. And he's nearly, well, at full health, 94%. 94%. It's not too bad. And the final boss is Old Man Logan. If I remember correctly, there is nothing fairly difficult about Old Man Logan. The only thing is that he's going to spend a significant portion of the fight being unblockable. All the time he has regen active. That's about it. So, you know, unblockable Old Man Logan. It's hardly end of the world. So, tagged WhiteMummy there for a bit, but, you know, it's not a big deal. Now he's level 1. And we can go to town. So, even bosses are melting quite quickly here for good old Deadpool. Right, so he uses another level 1. It's a brief exchange of special ones here, so to speak. So I think he's going to go for a level 2 this time around. And that bleed is putting in work. Actually, no, it isn't. I don't think it is. Because it's Old Man Logan. Either way, we are 30, 5, 6 hits in, and he's nearly dead. He's nearly dead here. Right, that is about all that I got recorded for you guys. And, you know, watching this definitely made me feel jealous. Because I do not have this guy. And he's kind of quite awesome. But, you know, some point in future, I'll get one too. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of OG Deadpool gameplay, and I'll see you guys later. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about